for 1 week for Mr. Latham to return. And Mr. Latham did complete test on January 5th, and those results were negative.
Good. Very good. All right. So what we'll do from this point on is he has paperwork saying that he completed one of the classes. I believe he gave me a date, his schedule for the other class. And then we will set another review date. What I want you to do, Mr. Latham, is I want you to once a week, how often, just once a week, attend an Alcohol Anonymous course. And then let's get testing done once a week randomly. Now, let me ask you this: what do you plan on doing with getting back to? Are you going to stay here at Ford, or are you going back to Texas? Do you want to go back to Texas?
Well, I'm gonna stay here until I can get everything complete. I have a understanding with my union rep and my job that I'm taking a leave of absence at this time, and they are cool with it. I told them I have a lot of business to attend here in Michigan, and I have a home to sell. They understand. I've been there for quite some time now, so we have that understanding. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do the whole year, but we do have an understanding for me to come back here.
You're not taking that leave of absence just because of this. I can't imagine.
No, well, I do have some other personal business to attend to here in Michigan. I've been like the rock of my family for a long time. So we do have a sick aunt here in Michigan. So I did come back. I did, to help take care of her, which for the last couple of days I have been doing the majority of the work, but it's okay. Plus I got to sell my house in Warren. Plus I want to attend to this and take care of this and knock this out.
All right, I just wanted to make sure that you knew I don't want anything to interfere with your employment. I want, because quite frankly, and then we got to get some money coming in too. As far as making these payments, I see is a balance of $800, correct?
Well, Your Honor, I still get my unemployment.
No, I understand that. Well,
I get 80% of my pay.
Well, I know I don't. I won't even go into all that because I'm a Ford Motor Company employee. I'm on a leave of absence, and I wish I could get 80% of my pay on my leave of absence. But that's on you and between you and you, Ford, the union. But we let's do this. Let's set a review date for April 11th. Set a review date for April 11th. Let's get proof of those once a week AA classes. Let's continue the testing once a week. Let's continue that no drugs or no illegal drugs or alcohol during the pendency of this. Let's make some substantial, hopefully by that time we can get a zero balance. If everything goes good, we'll see what we're going to do with this case on April 11th. All right.
Okay.
Then you still have that highway safety class. I want you to get whatever paperwork that you just displayed. I want you to get to Ms. McCall. Is there anything else, Ms. McCall?
No, Your Honor. I can refer him to Victor's Impact and give him all the information in regard to the remaining conditions that he needs to complete.
Okay. All right. So are we on the same page now, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. What about your son? I got his paperwork here.
I told him, I texted him, I had a conversation with him on the 7th. We had a conversation and I told him, I said, man, you need to get down there and take care of your business. It don't make no sense to be this young and have all this stuff lingering over your head like this. He said he would do it. and I just can take his word for it. He haven't done it yet, so.
All right, well, that's not on you. That's all you can do. So anyway, April 11, 2022, continue to do that. And we will see you back then at 8:25 a.m. All right?
8:25 a.m. Yes, sir.
Anybody, do you have any questions, Mr. Faulkner?
No, Your Honor.
All right, there's nothing further, sir. We're gonna pray for your aunt and your family, make sure that hopefully that goes well with you. And we're gonna pray for your continued success on this, all right?
I appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, have a great day, sir.
Have a blessed one as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, Mr. Faulkner. All right,
Get the spelling of Miss McCall's name.
say that again, Ms. Law.
I'm sorry, I just wanted to get Miss McCall's spelling of her first name.
It's M-A-I, B as in boy, R-Y-N.
Oh, I got it right.
McCall. Oh, you did? Oh, good. And McCall, M-C, capital C-A-L-L.
Thank you, Miss McCall. I appreciate you.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Very good to see you.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Always. Okay, he wants to join the breakout room with you. Mr. Goss, are you there? I don't think he ever updated your offer for the lot.
There's 9 cases on the,
Oh, I think he did. I think he did. Okay. This is the city of Detroit versus Cilicia lot, case numbers. SP 1148131, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1148137, counts 1 and counts 2. SP 11777761. SP 11777786, counts 1, 2, and 3. And SP 446742, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please. This will be Mr. Potts representing this lot.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Coleman Potts, P78607. On behalf of Ms. Locke, who appears via Zoom. Ms. Locke, please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Tiala Locke.
Tiala, you let me pronounce it wrong.
I'm sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
All right. So the offer here is pleading to 1 count of failure to display, $240. Another, and 1 count, amended count to blocking traffic, $175. And then expired plate, $145. And then dismissal of all the other charges.
I'm sorry, Judge, I didn't hear the first charge.
Failure to display, amended from driving while licensed improper or invalid.
So it's a plea to 3, dismissed,
6.
okay.
Set aside defaults on those civil infractions. And waive the warrant fees, obligated to pay reinstatement fees, which I see are 2 of them. That'll be $90, but that's going to be on her own. All I'm concerned about is 240, 175, 145, whatever that adds up to be.
All right, may I speak to my client in a breakout room, please, Your Honor?
Certainly not.
Thank you.
Your Honor, can I get Attorney Newman in the breakout room also?
He was in there waiting on you. He's about to join again.
Okay.
Keo Pecos. Mr. Simon, good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge. Checking in on a trial for Gabrielle Goodman.
All right.
Mr. Gooden checked in?
No, Mr. Goodman hasn't checked in, but Officer Hayward, Corporal Hayward checked in. He's in another court, so but he did check in. And that's the only officer that has checked in so far.
Okay, well,
But
yeah, there's also Jackson.
and Hampton.
Right, because Hampton is just on a review.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, find your clients.
All right, let me see if I can find Mr. Gooden.
Okay.
Yeah, so what, 10 o'clock?
No, you just make up times, don't you?
No, usually the rule of thumb is an hour. Okay, was it a half hour? I don't know.
No,
I mean,
you're here, go get your clients.
yes, sir. I'll see if I can find.
I suspected you said 10 o'clock because you got a lot of other things going on. That's what I suspected. Not because you were waiting on Mr. Goodman.
Well, no, actually, I do have to be in the Court of Appeals at 10 o'clock, so I want to get this done before then. Yeah, let me see what I can find, and I'll get back with you real soon.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge.
Very well.
Attorney Newman, can you go to the breakout room?
Yes, as soon as one is giving me the
You're
opportunity to do
you're
so.
already in number 2.
I'm sorry, Judge.
You have to, there's a way that you can get back in that room. I guess there's 4 boxes or something, somebody tells me.
Your Honor, you have me in breakout room 1.
Yeah, I'll join breakout room 1. That's fine. I'll join that right now.
Same difference. It should be the same way to get back in room 1. I'm sorry.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
I'll jump in there. Yep, thanks.
All right, we're back on the record with Ms. Locke. Ms. Locke, giving you an opportunity to speak with your attorney in the breakout room. And Mr. Potts, what does your client want to do?
He wants to take advantage of the plea, Your Honor.
All right. I didn't tell her she has an absolute right to a trial, but I'm sure
I did.
you told her.
Thank
All
you.
right. Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes,
You can put your hand down now. Ma'am, do you understand the maximum possible penalty for the misdemeanor offenses are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
yes,
You understand that you have a right to a trial?
yes,
You understand by taking this offer, you're gonna give up that trial right?
yes,
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
no,
All right, now, let me draw your attention back to March the 17th of 2021 at around 8:06 PM in the city of Detroit in the area of Syracuse and Davidson. Ma'am, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day?
Yes.
And did that officer ask you to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Couldn't do so, could you, ma'am?
No, sir.
Why is that?
Because my license got suspended.
Very well, I'm going to find you guilty of the amended count of failure to display a valid driver's license. That's a 0-point offense. That does abstract to the Secretary of State, however. And I'm going to fine you $240 for that.
Yes, Your
Ma'am,
Honor.
let me, as it relates to the, ma'am, were you pulled over on that day for driving the wrong way on a one-way street?
Yes.
And you were pulled over for that because you actually admit to driving the wrong way on that street, is that correct?
Yes, I was going to the corner house that was right there.
So you intentionally did that then, huh?
Yes, yes, I apologize.
That's something you routinely do then?
No,
Sounds like it.
no, I just had to use the bathroom real bad. So, and the house was usually it's right there. So I just hurried up and turned right there.
All right, well, if you intentionally did it, then it's kind of a little more egregious than you mistakenly doing it. But since you provided that too much information explanation, then we will find you responsible for the amended count of blocking traffic and fine you $175 for that. I won't read you the riot act like I was, especially when you told me you intentionally did it, but when you gave that explanation, okay, I'll let it alone. All right, now, let's draw your attention back to December the 22nd. I'm gonna, for the record, set aside the defaults on these issues. They were had during the pandemic, and I'm gonna give this lot an opportunity to be heard on. So, as it relates to December 22nd, 2020 at around 1:04 PM in the city of Detroit in the area of McNichols and Barlow, ma'am, were you operating a 2007 Chevy on that day?
Yes, sir.
Was there something wrong with the plates on that vehicle?
Yes, it was.
And what was wrong with them, ma'am?
They was expired.
Very well. I'm going to find you responsible to expired plates. I'm going to fine you $145 for that. And with stipulation of probable cause, Counselor, I'm going to dismiss the other matters. I'm going to waive warrant fee. You're going to be responsible. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to waive the reinstatement fee as well. You indicated that you're only working part-time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So stipulated, Your Honor.
Good morning. I'm here as interpreter for Gabrielle.
What device is that? That's Mr. Potts. I knew it.
Balancing act this morning, Judge. Sorry.
Every morning for you, sir. All that work you're doing, I already know. All right. All right, with that, I'm going to dismiss. So, okay, let's talk about when you can pay now.
I don't get paid until next week, but I can start paying as soon as possible.
I was going to ask for 30 days, Your Honor.
Is that a realistic date for her?
Mhm.
I believe so, Your Honor.
Will you be able to have all this stuff realistically? Will you have all this stuff paid off in 30 days, Ms. Lott?
I I owe how much?
$560.
Yes, 30 days is fine.
February 10th, 2022, reviews at 8:25 a.m. If you paid it, ma'am, you do not have to show back up. However, if you haven't paid it, I need to see you, ma'am.
Yes,
All right?
sir.
All right, have a great day, ma'am.
Thank you. And you have a blessed one as well, sir.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good one.
Are you changing? No, we're just gonna keep moving. All right, and what's going on with? What about these other, civil infractions? Dude, it's all on here? Okay, it's fine. There's 5 cases, it's fine. Very. Read to those. What's going on with Hayward? Hayward, we're waiting on, good morning. I said Officer Kakish, I said good morning to you. Officer Hill, I haven't said good morning to you, but I'm saying it now. Then, who's on that iPhone down there? Oh, he can't hear me. So, Officer, Corporal Hayward, Mr. Simon, whose client is Goodman, he just, checked in and he's going, there he is right there.
Hello?
And I imagine this is Goodman here.
Yeah, Mr. Gooden, yeah.
All right, so. Has Officer Overman checked in? Mr. Overman has not checked in yet. So that's what Officer Hayward is doing. Oh, no, I mean, Officer Hayward is on good, Officer Hayward is on Gooden. But Kakish is on Overman. Right, and Hill is on Overman. Okay. All right, so let's get Mr. Simon and Mr. Gooden's stuff together. Well, we got a few more minutes for Officer Jackson, so we'll give Officer Jackson 10 more minutes. Do you have a driver's license? Who? Mr. Goodman, do you have a driver's license, sir?
No, I got a permit. I got to take the road test, but I paid all my tickets off. I'm waiting to take the road test now.
All right, let's pull his license, Mr. Goodman's license, please. That's also here with you. All right. All right, so let's go with Newman's client, Mr. Garcia Sanchez. The City of Detroit versus Jose Angel Garcia Sanchez, case number SP 11892281, SP 11894791, SP 1253543, counts 1, 2, and 3. Appearance for the record, please.
Morning, Your Honor. Attorney David Newman appearing on behalf of Jose Garcia Sanchez, who is present via Zoom. Jose, please state your name for the record.
Jose Garcia Sanchez.
Put your P number on the record, Mr. Newman.
Yes, P82515.
All right. So there's been an offer afforded to your client. And that would be to plead to the amended count of improper place. That's going to be a $240 fine. I'll dismiss that ticket immediately upon payment. And then, well, your client has elected to take the Michigan Defensive Driving Course. I don't have the proof of that course. I don't know if you provided that. Mr. Goodman is valid. Okay. So, has your client taken that course?
Yes, he has. Jose, you've taken that course, correct? And you have a certificate
yes.
to prove it?
Yes. I emailed to Judge Perkins.
Hayward's not in the room anymore.
Do you want me to put it through the chat?
No, when did you email that to me?
I believe it was,
From what email address?
here, let me check real quick. Sean.Perkins, at 36 District Court.
Yeah, what email address did you email it to me from?
That one, Sean.Perkins.
What email address did you email it? What email address did you?
It's NEO
Say it again.
GARCIA.
Say it again.
NEO
I got it.
GA.
I got it. Very well. All right. So the deal was you come in and take the course and be ready to give us some knowledge on what you learned. Drop some knowledge on us, and don't just be stating the obvious that you're not supposed to speed and all that stuff. Let's get some substantive information out of you. You ready to do that now, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna let you go ahead and take over.
Okay, so first off, I have that an increase in speed requires an increase in stopping distance. Allowing enough stopping distance is the only way to offset momentum. During the impact in a car accident, the gravitational forces are astronomical. You must take all efforts, such as buckling seatbelt, to survive the force of the impact. Light rain and first rain. Early rain lifts debris and oils in ground and is often ignored by other drivers who continue as if it were dry and clean. Light rain doesn't provide enough power to wash away debris. Speed should dramatically reduce. And extra stopping distance is required and with extreme caution.
Hey, Mr. Goodman, you should be listening to this too.
Yeah,
When road and surface conditions change, brake and traction change as well. One-way streets, mainly in city, help eliminate confusion in heavily traveled areas, and also helps the flow of traffic. One unique danger is wrong-way drivers and motorists making unsafe turns. Learning to properly enter and exit one-way streets and also prepare to brake if needed. Also always choose the safest lane. The leading cause of freeway collisions is following too closely. 50% of all collisions are 16 through 24-year-olds. 24% of fatal crashes are between 16 and 24-year-olds. Pay close attention to car safety features. They assist in collision prevention. The windshield protects the driver and passenger from environment. Glass laminated with fibers and plastic keep it from shattering completely in a collision. A clean, clear windshield is vital element for driving, often overlooked. Functioning wipers help with rain, snow, and even in case of sand or dust storms. Even most skilled drivers cannot operate with visibility issues. Always ensure prior to driving in case of dirty windshield. It's illegal to drive on road if visibility is obstructed or impaired by poor maintenance. Cars are equipped with crumple zones. The accordion like, sorry, I'll skip over that. The truck underride.
The crumple zones, but essentially, basically,
Pardon?
the car is designed So when it's in a collision, that it crunches in certain areas to protect the inside passengers of the car, correct?
Yes, I have right here that the collision, it is where the force of the collision and the impact goes. The truck underride, large trucks have a special bar fitted to the rear that extends down. This underride is designed to prevent cars from going under, also prevents shearing of rooftop. Brake failure. Many things cause brake failure, such as going through puddles or standing water, as will overheating caused by hard driving. Required by law to have everything well maintained.
All right, listen, that's the kind of knowledge I'm talking about. Obviously, really, you touched first on the issues that you face with as far as speeding 31 miles an hour over the speed limit. That's absolutely unacceptable. That's a 4-point offense. And I'm sure the officer probably could have found something else, so he could have corrected driving in that. But he only got the speed limit ticket. The offer is going to be to reduce that 4-point ticket, I think, to a 1-point ticket. It's limited access, 70 and a 60, a fine of $135. It's going to be another offer to amend the no insurance misdemeanor to a improper plate, $240 fine. That is a misdemeanor, but it does not abstract to the Secretary of State. But it's going to be dismissed regardless. If you pay the $240, I'll dismiss upon payment. And then with stipulation of probable cause, we'll dismiss the other 3 matters. Mr. Newman, your client want to take that deal? He has an absolute right to a trial. You let me know what you want to do, sir.
Yes, Your Honor. So to accept the plea offer of limited access 6 to 10 speed over and to the improper plates and dismissing all other counts, Mr. Garcia Sanchez would like to take that offer.
Is that true, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down, sir. You understand the maximum possible penalty for the misdemeanor offense are 93 days in jail and or $500 in fines?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand by you have a right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that trial right?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
Your Honor.
No.
Yes.
I apologize. I just took a look at the ticket. I'm sorry to interrupt. For the no proof of insurance, it was marked off as a civil infraction, not a misdemeanor.
I have an insurance misdemeanor on 4/18/2021, the same day he got the ticket. On 9/22/2021, he has a no proof of insurance civil infraction.
Okay, so that's a different one. I apologize. Okay.
Yeah, when he had,
Okay.
I told you he had 2 cases that were up to date, and I told you he had some more, but I didn't give you those. I thought he had some more. It's 3 other civil infractions, so you might. And I told you we'd incorporate all of it, so we'll make it a one-stop shop for him.
Oh, definitely. I thought there was only 2 tickets that were pending. I didn't know there was another one.
No, there are 3 of them on his record. I think the other 3 are supposed to be. they're supposed to be paid already, but he's here now. All right, so we're gonna dismiss those 3 tickets anyway.
Okay.
All right, so,
Thank you, Your
sir, let me draw your attention back to April 18th, 2021 at 9:14 a.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Fort and Saunders. Sir, did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on that day? Mr. Garcia
Pardon?
Sanders,
Yes, Your Honor.
do you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer on April 18th, 2021 at around 9:14 a.m. in the area of Fort and Sanders Street?
Yes, sir.
And then did that police officer ask you to produce valid insurance?
Yes, sir, but I didn't have it actually on me at the time.
All right, so with that being said, I'm gonna find you guilty of the amended count of improper plates. That's a $240 fine. I told you I'll dismiss that upon payment of the $240. That does not abstract to the Secretary of State. Also, sir, were you pulled over for speeding, sir?
Yes, sir.
And you were pulled over for speeding because you were actually, you admit to speeding on that day, right?
Which one is this one we're talking about?
That's on the April 18th, 2021, riding, starting 70 miles an hour on Port Street.
I might have been speeding a little bit, but I wasn't going 70 or 30 over.
Were you speeding at all?
You were speeding though, correct?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right.
Yes.
He doesn't want to admit to going that fast. Del Bosco was here this morning too. But nevertheless, speeding is speeding. And I'm sure that you were driving way over 35 miles an hour. Would you admit that, sir?
No, sir.
You don't admit driving that fast, nowhere near that fast, huh?
No, Your Honor.
I mean, he admitted to speeding. I don't know if you want to try to negotiate something else for him or not. I mean, I can't see how somebody writes him a ticket for 30 miles an hour over the speed limit. And he's emphatic about saying that he was going nowhere near that fast. He just said a little over.
Your Honor, was the plea offer for limited access 6 to 10 over?
Yes.
So can we put that on the record?
Well, I'm trying to. He said he doesn't want to admit to doing that. How fast do you think you were going, sir?
Excuse me, Your Honor. Since this is a civil matter, can he just stipulate to the face of the ticket?
Yeah, he could have, but he's already indicated that he was not going anywhere near that speed.
Your appearance, Mr. Goss.
Oh, I'm sorry. May it please this honorable court, Dante Goss, P60162 on behalf of the city of Detroit.
I don't like it when someone is written a ticket and they say they absolutely didn't do it. They need to contest it. If he's saying that it wasn't him or it was another vehicle or the officer's just flat out lying on him, then sounds like he'll take these deals and just have some buyer's remorse once he sees that 1 point on his license. And I don't like people to have buyer's remorse in my courtroom.
Understood, Your Honor. Mr. Garcia Sanchez, were you speeding at that time where the judge stated?
Yes.
Were you going over the speed limit, approximately 6 miles over the limit?
Yes.
Was it on the freeway?
No.
Wasn't on the freeway. That's just the offer to amend it.
So would you like us to put the original plea or the original charge, Your Honor? So were you speeding that day?
No, I'm just I just want to you know, I just want to make sure that he doesn't want to come back and say that, anybody made him take this, that he put an air his grievance out on, basically, he's saying the lying officer, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not, Your Honor.
You are. What else would you be saying? He's saying you were going 35, 31 plus miles over the speed limit, and you're emphatically saying that you absolutely weren't. So somebody's got to be lying. So what is it? Mr. Sanchez,
Yes, Your Honor.
what is it?
I believe I could have been going around 30.
You could have been going around 30 miles over?
Yes, sir, but I wasn't like directly looking at my speed.
All right, so I'm gonna accept this pleas. Now he doesn't, I don't understand why you just don't want to take responsibility if you just indicated to the court that you absolutely weren't going anywhere near that speed. And it just sounds, you know, like I say, somebody's got to be lying. If you don't want to admit that. So I'm going to accept this plea to the amended count of limited access, 70 and a 60. And I'm doing that mainly because he did such a good job on the taking the course, and that's the benefit he's going to get for taking the course. But I just make note that I just don't appreciate when it's time to come in and say something. If you didn't do it, you didn't do it, and you wasn't you, and I can respect that. And even if you get if you lose and lost and still have to take the punishment for it, you know, you still. But if you did it, it's now's the time to say, hey, I did it. I was flying up the street. What kind of car was he driving? GMC. All right. So with that being said, with the stipulation of probable cause, I'm gonna dismiss the other matters.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Can I get that stipulation, Counselor?
Your Honor.
That's 240 plus 135. When can you pay it, sir?
Your Honor,
I
it's
actually need
okay.
a few months to pay that, sir.
Please, yeah, can we put him on a payment plan?
I'm not supervising the payment plan. I need them to put a date on it when it's going to be paid off.
Jose, when do you think you can pay it all off? The total of 240 plus 35.
375 is what I count.
That's, yep, I got the same thing, Your Honor. So total of 375. When do you
Yeah, I
think
would need a couple months actually, because I went to go look at a job yesterday before.
So you're
No,
not
sir.
working yet? All right. Let's give him till
No, sir.
March the 11th. He indicates he's not working. 2022 review at 8:25. If it's paid, you don't have to show back up. If it's not paid, I need to see you, sir. Good luck to you on that job. All right.
Thank you.
Have a
Your
great
Honor.
day.
Thank you, Your
you
Honor.
as well? Thank
You too.
All
Thank
right.
you.
All right. So who do we have? Mr. Simon, you said you have something at 10 o'clock. Is Mr. Gooden, have you taken care of Mr. Gooden's matter with Mr. Goss? I can't hear you. Mr. Simon, you're on mute.
Did Officer Jackson check in?
No, I don't see an Officer Jackson.
Okay, may I speak with Mr. Goss for a hot second, please?
It's just you and Corporal Hayward and Goss.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Goss,
Oliver, good morning, sir. for trial. Ryan James Oliver, he made it. Let's get Mr. Oliver out of here. The City of Detroit versus Brian James Oliver, case number SP 1177891, counts 1 and counts 2. Appearance for the record, please.
Paul Faulkner, representing the defendant. Your name, sir?
Brian Oliver.
Yeah, I believe this is the trial date and the officer's not checked in. I move to dismiss.
All right. Today is the date and time set for a trial. Officer was summoned to be here at 9 a.m. It is now 9:43. That officer had a grace period, didn't show up. So I'm going to grant counsel's motion and dismiss. No officer. All right, there's nothing further, sir. Good luck to you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me see, Officer. Hurry on. Badge number 4855. All right. Have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, can you assign Corporal Hayward to the breakout room? Hayward, can you come back to breakout room 1? You got that option?
No, it's not up there.
Oh.
Should be. I just assigned it to him.
It popped up, but then it disappeared.
Look at the bottom for breakout rooms and click on the breakout room button.
There's nothing down there. He had sent it to me. It popped up, but then it disappeared.
It'll still be there. Corporal Baker, good morning to you. Let me try. I'm gonna send you back to 2 and then send you back to 1. Oh, you got it.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
I'm gonna give them a few more minutes. I'm gonna give Gibson another 15 minutes to show up and Overman another 15 minutes to show up. And then we'll call the cases. Where's Jasmine?
It's 40, I believe. 340.
Yeah. Yes.
340.
I'm gonna go down there.
Cover the docket.
Or yeah, they said they had 5 cases.
Okay.
And they're ready to go.
Call ahead.
Huh?
Call ahead to let us know.
Yeah. Oh. Wagner says he's got it.
Oh.
Be ready, Your Honor.
Ready, this is the city of Detroit versus Gabrielle Isaac Goodman, case number SP 422-485. Count, strike that SP 422-4851, U611313121, SP 3427791. Parents for the record, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jonathan Simon, P35596 for Mr. Gooden.
Dante Goss, P60162 on behalf of the city of Detroit. We also have Corporal Hayward.
Corporal Hayward, badge 1004, Detroit Police Department.
All right, today is the date and time set for two of the cases. We do have Corporal Hayward here. However, we do not have the Officer Jackson. So with that, I'm going to dismiss the U6113131 case for no officer. And it's my understanding that there's been a resolution for the other case.
Yes, Your Honor. The city is moving for dismissal for proper documentation.
Okay, I do have a Secretary of State for Mr. Goodman. His driver's license is valid, so they're going to give you the benefit and through work on your very good lawyer, they're giving you that benefit to dismiss this case, and so you can continue to keep the driver's license valid and you can move and get this behind you. So with that being said, I'm gonna I know that Mr. Simon's not gonna object to that, is it?
Not at all, Your Honor. Just for the record, though, the third ticket that the court called was up for review. That matter has been paid in full, and we would ask it be closed out as well.
Yes, I see that that's been paid in full, so he's handling his business. I'm gonna close that out under failure to display. All right, so if there's nothing further, you put your badge in the precinct on the record, didn't you, Officer?
Yes, sir, I did. You want me to do it again?
Oh, you good. There is a $50 warrant fee that's pending on SP 422-4851.
We would ask if the court would, in its discretion, waive that fee.
All right, I'm gonna waive the warrant fee.
Thank you, Your Honor.
If there's nothing further, then everybody have a very good day. Be safe out there, Corporal Hayward. I'll see you soon. And Mr.
Thank you,
Simon,
sir.
I know I'll see you soon too.
Thank you, Judge. Take care. Stay safe.
All right. Good. You have a very good day, sir. Happy New Year to you and good luck to you.
Mr.
Thank
Goodman,
you.
you're done. Thank you.
All right.
Where are all the defendants? They didn't show up.
They didn't. There's not too many more, but they didn't show up.
Not too sure about the guy that took the driving test, Judge.
I'm not either.
He read it. He read the whole thing.
I don't see how you but I don't see how you say that you're not speeding and he's got 35 miles an hour, 31
No,
miles an hour.
no, I agree with that one. This is a different case. There's a guy that took the class and came back and told you what he learned in the class.
Uh-huh.
He read the whole thing.
Well, that means he was taking notes because he had to, it was online, so.
I mean, it was just like he had the printouts.
Maybe, he got the certificate, so whoever he did it, whoever did it for him, if he didn't do it himself. gave him the
Yeah.
certificate, and they put the certificate in his name.
Yeah.
Let me take a little bit of a recess myself. I will, I'll be back shortly, so I'm gonna put the court in recess.
I'll be here.
All right.
You have Mr.
Your Honor, Corporal Baker here, or a court reporter. Anybody?
You got Faulkner anyway, Baker.
How you doing, sir? Did Miss
Okay.
Gibson ever come in?
No.
Gibson.
I'm sorry?
I don't think we've had Miss Gibson check in yet, and Your Honor just took a recess.
Okay, I'll wait till he come back to see if he gonna make a KPS or not. Thank you. How you doing, Miss Williams?
I am well, Officer Baker. I hope you're staying well. So
Yes, trying to deal with this cold weather. It is cold.
I'm trying to stay in as much as possible.
Yes. Oh. You know, but I'll take the cold rather than the ice.
Yeah, I fell on my steps on some invisible ice.
Oh,
So I'll
wow.
take the cold rather than the ice too.
Well, I mean, I'm assuming you're not that hurt, probably just a little bit embarrassed.
Oh yeah, the ring cam. You know, my kids got a kick off of the ring cam video, but I was okay.
Now that's funny. My boy, he posted a ring cam of him when he was coming in. He was trying to pick up some packages UPS had left. And next thing you know, he went down to pick up the packages. All you see was his feet up in the air.
That's exactly how it happened. They left a package in my mailbox, and I thought I would run out real quick because it was so cold. And it wasn't any ice on the ground at that time, so I didn't imagine there were ice on the steps. Yeah, I was like 2 steps in on the steps, and I went down. My steps, it's like about 3 or 4 steps. It's not a lot, you know, but it wasn't pleasant, but I wasn't hurt.
That's the crazy part, because I was the same way. I was like that with I fell off my ladder in the summertime trying to fix my gutter, and my Timberlands got caught in the ladder.
Oh my God.
And I just fell. But a good thing I knew how to fall. And I just like fell and rolled. I wasn't up that high. I was probably like 7 or 8 steps up. And I just fell and tucked and rolled. And I just laid there. This older lady was walking down the street, and she was like, "Oh my God," and started screaming. And I was like, and she's like, "You need some help, sir?" I was like, "Man, I'm fine." I was like, I'm just laughing. I'm like, I'm just glad I'm not hurt, first of all. And then only thing I'm mad at, because I can't believe I fell, and I fell so slow too.
It was so unexpected. Like I laughed too. I laid there for a few seconds. Then I got up. I didn't even go get the package. I just turned back around and went in the house and said, I'll send one of the kids. And I left it at that. And it was just because I didn't, that ice, it's that invisible, my steps are green, and the coating on the ice was, it's ice. I couldn't see it. I didn't know.
Oh, and it's even worse when you got paint, because paint makes it slippery as well.
And that's probably what it was. So I just turned back around and went in the house and said, you know what?
I'm just surprised you laid there with that ice.
Just a few seconds, just a couple seconds. Like, I just looked up and I said, what happened? Just like, because it was so quick. Like it was so fast. I didn't have time to think about what the heck just happened, So I laid there for a minute, like, okay, all right, forget it.
Did you look at the video?
Oh yeah. I didn't even think about the video. My husband sent it. I came back in and said, hey, I just fell. And he went right to the video. Hey, he showed the kids, and the kids was like, hey, my son, I got a 18-year-old. He said, hey, send that to my phone. I said, no, what are you doing?
Right, you're going to be on TikTok at some point in time.
That's what he had plans on. But no, it was all good. It's fun, and it's cool to be able to laugh at things like that.
Oh yeah, especially when you're not hurt.
I'm appreciative that I wasn't hurt, because I could have been, you never a dislocated arm, leg, hip, and I was trying to get.
Or if you would have tried to catch yourself and tweak your knee or something.
Any of that, things like that happen so quick, in a blink of an eye. Something, so different can be the case, but
sometimes it's just better to go with the flow of the fall.
Yeah, my wife broke her collarbone.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, ooh.
Oh yeah.
It could easily have been something like that. So I was grateful.
Right. Only good thing about me is I fell on the grass. So I fell from a little high, but it was on the grass.
Yeah, so that made it easier, hopefully.
Right, yeah. Yeah, it did make it. It would have been better than falling on the cement from that height.
Because six or seven steps up is not, like, that's scary.
Yeah, I was about a good, I want to say 8 feet off the ground.
Yeah, that's not, like, you could have hurt yourself from 8 feet. That's enough.
Oh yeah. And the fact that when I fell, it wasn't like I was able to jump off and fall. My foot was caught, so I fell like parallel.
It seemed like the ladder would have, did the ladder fall on you, or the ladder stayed in its?
No, it got sunk in the ground.
Oh.
Because my butt's so heavy, and I had it like halfway on the rocks and halfway in the grass, trying to climb up and get and fix the gutter. And then it started, like, the part that was in the grass started sinking in, because I guess it had rained a couple of days before that. It started sinking in. And then when I felt it falling, I tried to get off, but my boot got caught in the ladder. So it was just like timber.
And the gotcha to the kids laughing is they're just gonna go get packages. That's
right. Nah, I'm sure every time you go outside, you be on pins and needles. Like,
I tiptoed. I actually, my oldest son wasn't here when it happened. So I texted. I said, make sure you are careful, because he's tall. I'm like, make sure you're careful coming up this. But he ran up the steps on that same. I don't even know. He ran up the steps when he came in, and I don't even know how. So I don't know, but it's all right.
Yeah, kids. Oh.
All right, let's get back on the record. What we have, here we got Corporal Baker. I think Cakish was here. And then we have, so that's Overman. Let's get Overman's file. This is the city of Detroit versus Ian Overman. Case numbers SP 1176955 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1177388 counts 1 and counts 2. SP 1213174 SP 1176955 and SP 1177388 put your appearance on the record, please.
Paul Faulkner, representing the defendant.
All right, officers. I think that's Officer Hill. Good morning to you, Officer Hill, and Officer Cakish. Am I pronouncing that right?
Officer Cakish.
Okay. All right. And then what about Officer Joe? Can you put your appearance on the record, Officer Cakish?
For core file number SP 13171.
Number 1. Okay.
I'm sorry.
This is the young guy here. Overman is a pretty young guy. All right, and Officer Hill, can you put your appearance on the record, please? Can you
Yes,
take
sir.
your hat off? Can you
Yes,
take your
sir.
hat off? Thank you.
Officer William Hill.
All right, good morning to you. Can you put your badge in your department on, please? Your badge number and your department number, Officer Hill?
Oh, badge 3756, Detroit Police Department.
All right, very well. All right, so I got two officers here. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna show cause Mr. Overman. Day is the date and time set for a trial. We've given him ample time to show up. I tend to give the defendants more time than the officers because I recognize that there's a digital divide in our community, and it just we just don't know the circumstances of how they sometimes not able to get a device or not able to have the service or whatever. And but hour and 15 minutes is probably enough. So we'll show cause him, and we'll note that I'll put on the record that you two officers have showed up. All right. You got anything, Mr. Faulkner?
No, no idea where my client is, Your Honor.
All right. If there's nothing further, we'll issue that show cause. You two officers, thank you for coming, and be safe out there. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. All right. Corporal Baker, your client, your attendant, Shalanda Gibson. Can we get Shalanda Gibson? All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Shalanda Gibson, case number SP 1178772, counts 1, 2, and 3. Can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Paul Faulkner, representing the defendant. Officer Baker, your appearance. Corporal Baker. He was just on.
He's still on. He's Corporal Baker, you out there? Well, I was gonna run a chance to put his appearance on the record.
Well, I think we can acknowledge he did check in and is here, just not at the camera right now.
Badge number 21 with the Detroit Police Department is here. So we'll just say that for the record. And we will, I know you don't have any, probably don't have any understanding of where your client is.
That is correct, Your Honor. I had no contact with him.
Very well. All right, we're gonna issue a show cause in that matter as well. All right, with that being said, I believe that